Hey, what up, though? How y'all feeling about good shit, man? Your friend and fam member, Brain Lee here. It's 9:01. You saw the thumbnail, and damn it, you know why you here. You know why you're here. It is time for some intel on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, is for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, is for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, is for entertainment purposes only. So listen. Everybody enjoy their lunch break? Good, because we are back into the last half of the first episode of part one of a three-part reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So here we go. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So we're back from lunch break, and so we got Marsau and the ladies there, and Carlos said, we got the ladies and the biggest bitch in the house. And Carlos and Marsau are playing patty cake, and Marsau says selling him as a woman is a hard sell. And Carlos asks, are you ready for this? And Marsau says he always ready. So Carlos asks, how many of you think Marsau gets into ladies' business? Melody and Stormy put their hands up, but then Kimmy said, can I put mine up halfway? Because I feel like he's into everybody's business. Kimmy, that was not the question. Okay, the question was, does Marsau get into women's business? Halfway is not an answer. It's a yes or a no. Good damn. As aggressive as you are about your libido and you say yes to getting your libido back, you can't answer one question? Okay, I guess. And of course, Tisha didn't say nothing. Of course. Why are we not surprised by this behavior? So, Marsau says you can't say that we're equal, then switch up and say my business is for me. No, Marsau. You don't get to use that argument, because here's the thing. You come for women all the time, underhandedly, unnecessarily, and so damn disrespectful that you know good to damn well that if any other dude heard about you disrespecting their wife, you would have been handled by now. So cut with the bullshit. Just cut with the bullshit. So then he says, we have very vocal men in the group, and when they ask for a man's opinion, of course they come to me. And Kimmy's like, we don't ask for your opinion. Damn. So then the $100 situation gets brought up, with Stormy, and so Carlos asked, did that warrant Stormy calling you a bitch? Now, I'm using the words from what the episode said, okay? So, y'all know this channel is 18 and older anyway, so I just want that to be said, okay? So listen. At first, he was offended by that, but after Stormy explained it, he understood that's what she does in her culture. Kimmy's head is down, Melody's like, damn, and Carlos' face is like, well then, Stormy's face, it looks like it's about to get activated. Not activated, activated. So Carlos said, I didn't know that you weren't a part of a culture that's not African American. Do you call other men itches? And Stormy said, nah, they don't act like one. Itch to her stands for a person with a lot of sass and attitude with it. Marsau gaslights to get a reaction. And the whole time that Stormy's talking, so yes, indeed. So we are still at the point where, Marsau gaslights to get a reaction, out of people. And the whole time Tisha is not disagreeing with Stormy, but she does do a little laugh to herself like, aren't you funny? No, what she's saying is true, Tisha. We all know this. Men move with more integrity. They don't go poking around people for reactions for camera time like a woman. And that's what he does. And that's why I call him a itch. And no lies detected. Like I've been saying, Stormy truly has become the unelected voice of reason that nobody asked for. But she has been doing her damn thing this season. And so with that being said, Carlos says, one of the things that people have gone on to you about, Tisha, is that you've been allowing Stormy call your man a itch for a very long time. And Lord help, Tisha cannot just take responsibility. So Tisha says, Stormy's a grown woman. I don't allow Stormy to do anything. Her thing, and I couldn't believe she said this. Her thing is how she feels that a woman can call a black man an itch. It makes me question what goes on in her household. I feel sorry for Courtney. Blink twice if you need help. Now, you know what, Tisha? That was so petty, tiring, and trifling of you to say that. Just because your man is a itch don't mean that she speak to her man that way. You were so trying to deflect. You were so damn trying to deflect. This was like a game of hot potato and you didn't want to come back to you, but yet you still put yourself in the game. Stop it. Marsau does do things to get a reaction out of people. He does gaslight people. Hell, and you were so upset, you know. And as you said in the season finale, if we don't have trust, we have nothing. And he said to you that you were gaslighting him. But yet you have the black audacity, black hypocrisy, and black imagination to say that, blink twice if you need help, Courtney. I wonder what goes on in her household. We all know what goes on in your household, allegedly, because you got upset that he went to Colombia. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't get upset that he went to Colombia. You got upset that he went to Africa by himself, and then you allowed him to go Colombia for the business partner for Chocolate and Bao on y'all anniversary weekend. Really, though? Really? The 25 girlfriends, you got upset with a woman who was in a red dress at a wine tasting. So, stop it, Tisha. Stop it. That was so damn disrespectful. Okay. That was just just over the top. Stormy said, we've been feeling sorry for you. Tisha doesn't see how that's okay, and that black men do so much and work so hard to get disrespected in this world. Don't try to cape for black men now. Don't do that just because your man got called out of his name for the name that he actually is. Don't try to take it for all of us black men. Us as black men will never elect you to represent us for any damn thing. Okay, just stop. Just stop. We'll let Melody take up for us. We'll let Kiki take up. Well, not Kiki. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll let look. We'll let Armin speak for us. Okay. We'll let Big Lou speak for us. We'll let Melody advocate for us. We'll let Stormy advocate for us. You ain't no Tisha, no. You doing the most so that way the most heat don't have to be on you. I see your game. I absolutely see it. And Stormy said black women do too, work so hard and get disrespected. And that's factual, Stormy. That's factual. As a woman, I would never disrespect a black man. My husband would not allow that. Really? Because it seems like to me, if no one is on y'all side, they're enemy. So I wouldn't be surprised if Marsau allowed you to be disrespectful so that way he can get his point across without him getting to the fight. I can see him using you like that, Tisha. So stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Oh, Lord Jesus. And y'all, this is just part one of the reunion. Marsau says Stormy is not a person where I value her words enough to care. And he says Stormy is insecure to her being in the spotlight and vying for attention, and in her communication she shows out. Stormy said that she was known before the show and before hitting the stage. Forbes, Business Insider, you can Google me. Tisha and Marsau try to downplay that. Marsau says that I downplay that. But Tisha doesn't say anything. Just because she doesn't say nothing doesn't mean she doesn't agree. So Marsau then downplays Melody's business. As we all remember, I just sell t-shirts. So then Melody bought him a I just sell t-shirts t-shirt. And it's a 2X. And Kimmy said, that looked like a nice shirt. And Marsau said, that looks like a gown. Well, I mean, Stormy did call you an itch, and guess what? Itches wear? They wear gowns. Oh my God, Marsau, you're coming into your own. Proud of you, bro. Proud of you. I'm sorry, sister. Proud of your sister. Proud of your sister. Proud of you, sister. Anyway, so Melody said it was so far from the truth that it's comical. And so, Marsau said, he gives credit where credit is due, and the Black Business Expo was about that. And Carlos asked Marsau, "Do you give credit to women who are successful?" And Marsau says, "Absolutely." Sir, do you not remember when you said to Tiffany that you may not be valued at home, but you're valued here? Sir, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Carlos asked Tisha, about, do you feel like Melody feels that Marsau doesn't want you to get close to Melody, to be able to support you in being successful? And, that conversation is brought up, and Marsau, and then it leads into, do you feel that Marsau doesn't want you to be successful as him in business? And Tisha says no. I'm on all his businesses, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And Mel knows that I'm successful as well. Melody said, I have heard Tisha before we all fell out that she had this goal and that goal, and Marsau would be like, I don't want her out, of that singular plan. And Kimmy, am I lying? Eventually Kimmy agrees, but doesn't say it out loud. So Marsau said that I don't want her work, but Carlos also said that, Marsau, you also said you don't want to be a power couple. And he's like, well, I don't want to be a power couple in terms of what other people think a power couple is. And so Carlos says that, Tisha's growth in education helps the business, but anything outside school, you don't want her to be successful. And Marsau said, we have a master plan. So if she wants to sell journals, rather, not journalists, but if she wants to sell journals, I'm not just talking to my wife, my partner, I'm talking to my teammate. So that we're on this, game plan. And so he's big into the roles and the goals of Skull, and the goals we set for each other. So the second she wants to do something different, I'm going to question it in so many words. Tisha said, at the end of the day, I'm going to stick to my goals and my dreams. And, this is and Tisha said, Marsau is my teammate. Melody said, you better stick to him. So the single mom conversation is brought up, and Melody's like, the fuck? Wait a minute. And Marsau said she got choice. Marsau, if a choice is sticking with a man who allegedly has 25 girlfriends and went to Colombia on an anniversary weekend, and your wife didn't want you to have a bachelor pad with your son, if that's a choice, ooh, I want to see what's an option. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. So Carlos said, do you feel that she said, Carlos asked Tisha, do you feel like you got caught up and we all got to be a boss? We all got to own these multiple businesses. And, Tisha said that she does, and Marsau said that she does. And so, Tisha talked about MJ, her son, I think, and that she was a stay-at-home mom for the first 2 years of the family. Said that, you don't need to depend on no man. So Tisha, got up and worked. And so Marsau said, she comes from a family of strong women. We call them Rogers. And Melody said, uncross your legs, Marsau, sassier than her. And this is what we're talking about right here with the sass. And Melody's eye roll was like, open up your mouth one more time if you want to have a mouth. And Stormy's face was like, see, that's what's up. I told y'all. And I feel like she wanted to say that, but she didn't say that. And Tisha said, trying to be there for your kids and run a business is a lot, but I don't want to give up me. And Carlos asked, Marsau, do you want Tisha to be like Melody and, be divorced? Marsau said, single woman, no, I don't want to be divorced. And Melody said, well, you need to start moving like that if you don't want her to be divorced. And I'm just like, yeah, no lies detected, Melody, but I don't know, that pregnancy thing really got to Tisha. So we'll see. We'll see very soon, because it is a 3-part reunion, so it will be coming up in part 2 or 3. So Marsau is not fearful of her standing on her own like Melody. His fear is that she will become successful in the public eye, that she loses the most important things in her life, which will be her children, me and Pt.2 and mom, and you can't do that when you're booked and busy. Now, sir, for you to say that she would lose her children, do you not realize how disrespectful that sounds? Like, a mom is going to do the best that she can with what she got while she has, and she will make time for her kids. Or I thought that you said that because, like, well, guess what? She wants to be so successful and stuff that she's not here. Guess what? I'm going to have to divorce her because somebody got to be responsible for the kids. Like, it implicates that, Marsau. And that was just completely disrespectful. Completely disrespectful. Because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, guess what? She birthed those kids into the world. Even though people don't like Tisha, we got to put context here, okay? Whew. So Melody said, I'm on fashion weeks, fashion shows, speaking engagement businesses. I fix breakfast. I take them to school. I attend every event, grandparents day, school recitals. I was a parent. I was a parent for a room of 3 classrooms last year. And you're not going to downplay what I do and what women do, because we can do all that. And Marsau could not say a damn word, nor could Tisha. Shocking. The ones that talk the most usually are mute the most. Yes, indeed. So Carlos thanks Marsau for letting the woman give him constructive criticism. Not like he's going to take it. So then we get to Keke Jabbar, right? We get to Keke Jabbar. Carlos says, looking good in purple. Looking like Tisha. Keke says she looked like her. Okay, maybe a touch of Tisha. And Tisha says she likes to hear that Keke looks like Tisha. And so Keke said that they're both beautiful, and Melody agrees. So, Carlos says that, Tisha and Keke were thick as thieves, and Keke said Tisha rather said, we never started out as thick as thieves. So Carlos said, to Keke that you were not going to break your pact, and that didn't last too long. Why did you break your pact? And Keke said those allegations were not brought on by me. She appeared to me. Tisha appeared to Keke, and so, and there was a honk noise that was used, was spreading rumors. So Keke said, let me speak to that person. A guy called Keke and Tisha and told them about the conversation. And so Tisha said that the conversation did not sound like a concern, because I'm guessing there was a one-on-one conversation between Keke and that person. And Keke said that you were too dumb to decipher. Dumb and dumber, she called Tisha and Marsau, and together they are the dumbest. I just wanted to finish the equation. So, Tisha said, don't call me out my name, because I haven't called you out your name. It's not like you weren't going to later on. Stop it. If you came for Stormy, you will come for anybody. Like, stop that. Trying to take the high road. Oh, I would never attack you. You are family, and I love you. I love you, love you, love you. Oh, shut the hell up. Damn. Anyway, so Keke said, I'm not going to be in denial about it. And Tisha said, what am I in denial about? And Keke says, having a cheater on your arm and everyone can see it. And Tisha is Tisha's questioning a dog sound is used. Tisha said that she never came to Keke in 14, 15, 16, 17 years and said Marsau cheated on her. But Tisha rather said Keke cheated on her husband, and that Keke's husband cheated on her. Keke paid for her husband to go out on a date with someone else at the beginning of their relationship. So I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's rewind that one more time. Tisha said Keke cheated on her husband, and Armin cheated on her, and Keke paid for her husband to go out on a date with someone else at the beginning of the relationship. And then it ends with to be continued. So then we get into the preview. Tisha is bringing receipts. And Melody says in court documents where it says, were you in a relationship with Sheree? It said it was a business arrangement. That's in the paperwork verbatim. And Martell walks off. Y'all remember the preview where, liar, and walks off like the brat that he is. And so then Tiffany and Big Lou are there. The Karen conversation comes up. And Tiffany doesn't know how to take the word Karen when it comes from that side of the room over there. And Martell said it was negative. I'm like, well, I mean, like, Martell, you do realize being called a Karen is nothing being compared to you who have a revenge tape on your ex-wife. So you can just shut up. And then Marsau's offended of, oh, we're just people now? Really, you were offended when you said thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Steele. Like, y'all forget y'all receipts too quick. So, then Stormy and Melody get into it about someone on social media, and then Betty is there. Betty, why are you here? Why do you exist? Why was you birthed into the world? I don't understand because, and by the way, shout out to that makeup team because y'all took her and made her look like she was important when she's a nobody. So I give the makeup team a lot of credit. Y'all, that is what I gotta say on this part of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This was just part one. Part two will be on January 13th at 8, 7 Central. Then part 3 will be on January 20th. And then the 21st will be the Reality with the King podcast taping with Melody Cherie after all 3 parts have aired. And allegedly, Carlos is going to respond to Martell. Whoa, this is a lot for the first month of January. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, everybody.